It's the NFL on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the Rams, coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, everybody loves to see the deep ball. We know that. We got a couple of quarterbacks here who can really sling it. Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, Matthew Stafford of the Rams.
I like your point there, partner, because it is back in vogue. And what I mean is taking the shots downfield, because for a long time in this league, it was all about precision passing, the West Coast offense. But now we've got a couple of guys here who'll take some shots downfield, and they have some receivers who can go get it.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Set to return it, here's Moore. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass, it's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Not much there, only a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Moore now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Moore now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost it. Now Brown, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Akers. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here.
A 30-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. 17-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Slant pass to Edwards-Helaire. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And part of the one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I's, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. What'd you say, dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he made him buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try?
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for L.A. Well, one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime, because he's absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Gay knocks this one through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Now he's flushed out right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aaron Donald, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
From the 50, Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. 47-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
You use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, it's Stafford. And his pass, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Stafford now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Touchdown, Rams! Cam Akers from 6 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Stafford on 1st down.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. LA readies for its next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. A big play there for LA.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rams will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup there. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Akers. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 2. at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Big play!
Again, it's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll come up now on second and a yard. They'll go again here with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39, Mahomes going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Stafford on first down. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll run on first down. Akers finding some room at midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Stafford now to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got his big tight end here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. A give running right is Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job.
So that one will be accepted.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, and en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just about on his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
A gain of 7. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 7 yards the pickup there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3 yards remain for second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes now on first down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Mahomes to throw once more. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
On first down, Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 13. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Mahomes to throw it. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard you receive.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, are they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.